Are you tired of losing PvP matches? And no, I'm not talking about regular old PvP matches. I'm talking about losing against players you know for sure you can beat. Ain't nothing worse losing to a spammer or someone doing a cheap tactic or someone playing a strong character. It sucks. Well, don't worry, because after this video, you're gonna be clapping cheeks. I mean, all the cheeks is clap. Now, just a little side note, if you haven't checked out the how to beat the spammers video that I made, check that out. It will pair extremely nicely with this video. I'll leave the link in the description and it will be at the end of the video in the end card as well. Let's hop into it. So first things first, step one, find a character that you enjoy, one that you're comfortable with, one that floats your boat. If you think they're cool, if you think they're dope, if you think they're broke, whatever the reason being, find that character and have that character be your main. It's the easiest, but the most important step. Now you're like, all right, Poppin, I got you. I got the character that I want. What's next? Well, step number two is finding the character's punish move. What exactly is a punish move? A punish move is basically a move that says, I can hit you back now. Whenever you see them miss, get stuck, whatever, dodge, it's basically your turn. I can hit you back, it's my turn. I'm gonna use this move every single time it's my turn. Now, every character has multiple punish moves, and it's nice to know a lot so you can mix it up every now and then, but for the sake of this video, we're gonna find just one. Now, a lot of good punish moves are honestly just a regular combo starter. It's a very good punish move. The two rules you kind of want to follow when looking for a punish move is you want something quick or you want something with a disjointed hitbox. What exactly is a disjointed hitbox? As an example, if I have Shaggy attack, look at his hitbox. That right there is a disjointed hitbox. I'm just kidding, it's not a disjointed hitbox. Even though it looks like it's very far range and it will connect because it's far, that's not what a disjointed hitbox is. If you see, I can hit his hand. That's not disjointed. A real disjointed hitbox will be something like the banana guard. Let's put him in. Even if we swing at the same time, I won't be able to hit his spear. Let me see if I can time it. See? Nothing's there. You can't hit that. That's what a true disjointed hitbox is. As you see, Joker has one too, right? You see, we both can hit each other. So for Joker, this is gonna be pretty good for us, right? Because that could be a really good move to use as a whiff punish move. So that's the one that we're gonna go with. Like I said, there's a multitude of punish moves that you can do, but that's the one we're gonna go with. Step three is we wanna find our character's good KO move. Now you might notice that the enemy is at 110, 120, 130, 180. You're like, I cannot knock these people out. That's because you don't understand your KO move. Some characters have a lot of KO moves, such as Jason. Other characters don't, such as Agent Smith. You have to put into a combo before you can get the KO move. The easiest way to figure this out is to go to the handicap, and I like to set it at 95 because it gives me a good generalization of like what might KO and what might not. So let's just check his moves. Okay, so that could be a KO move because you see how far it sends you, right? It didn't actually KO him, but the trajectory was there. What about up tilt? Okay, that's obviously a KO move. Okay, what about down? No, not a KO move, right? What about my combo? Not really. What about the slide? Not really. And you might be thinking, well, I can't find any KO moves. What's going on here? Here's what you can do. Here's a little trick. Press pause and go to move list. At the top left, you'll see that Multiversus already gave you an example of what the character is good at. Horizontal. This means that a lot of their KO potential is to the horizontal direction. Now, this isn't fact. A lot of characters can do both. It doesn't really matter. But if you're new to your character, if you're unsure of your KO moves, a good way to think about it is whatever they say. So horizontal, as you see, this right here sends you horizontal, right? As you see this right here, horizontal, right? What about this right here? Horizontal. And so now you can kind of piece together. Oh, snap. Okay, so the moves that are more horizontal are gonna be the moves that might be the KO moves. You got it. Now, obviously, he could do stuff like that, right? He could just juggle you into the sky, or he could do the balloon thing, blah, 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 we know, right? But for the sake of simplicity, because a lot of your moves, you might not connect them, that might not be good, right? You might miss like that. So you might wanna think about the moves that you can just throw out and have it be a KO. So for our punish, we're probably gonna use the combo, as I said before, right? And then for our KO, we're probably gonna use the up tilt, or we're gonna use the rocket. Just like that, right? That's gonna be the three moves that we're gonna try to put through in this gameplay. All right, so moving on to step number four. Step number four is going to be understanding how the character plays. Now, Rick is very weird because Rick is kind of all over the place. You know, a lot of his stuff is creativity. you don't really know how he's gonna play until you see how the character plays. But you have characters like Samurai Jack, which clearly spam a lot, right? They do the dash move a lot, so you can understand what they're looking for before they get into the game. But with Rick, it's a little bit difficult to do. But let's see if we can follow our moveset. All right, here we go. So on whiff, what do we do? The combo. And then on KO, what do we do? The up tilt or the down tilt. I mean, not the down tilt, the side special. Okay, so we know that this guy kind of likes to spam, but it doesn't seem like he has anything special, right? He doesn't seem like he's doing anything crazy. So we already read him. So we dash, right? And we're just gonna keep doing that. There you go, right? Little combo. Another cool one that Joker can probably do, honestly, is his dash attack, right? Because his dash attack is very hard to avoid. See, like that. So I can use that as a punish, or I can use my combo as a punish. So there you go, dash. Oh, we're gonna do another dash. There you go. Maybe another punish. Remember, he has a disjointed hitbox on that punish, right? I can hit him, he can't hit me. And now we're gonna look for that up tilt that we talked about. So we're gonna see if we can fall into it, right? Oh, he's trying to get back on the stage, but he's not getting back on the stage. Oh, that guy's pogging it. Okay, let's see if we can get our thing. So we have the rocket that we talked about, right? And we also have the up tilt. Oh, wow. There you go. There you go. Okay, again, what are we doing? We're whiffing, waiting for the whiff punish. 1, 2. See, there you go, that's it. Now, the better you get at your character, the better you get at your game, you're gonna be able to like pull off way better things when they miss. But when you're learning, it's okay to start simple because that's all that matters. You can understand when they do this, I do this. I do a combo. When they do that, I do a slide, right? There you go. And then once you get better, maybe you can throw in a little bit of one of these, or a little bit of one of those, right? Or maybe a juice, maybe one of these, right? Like you have options. You have options. But when you're first starting, right, you don't want to go crazy because you might whiff like all that. You see, I did all of that, right, and nothing happened. I'm just whiffing all over the place. This is why you don't do that. Stick to your plan first. Understand your character. Understand like your moves and whatnot, and you'll be able to succeed a lot of the time. Let's see if we get our tilt. There you go. It's that simple. It's that simple. Okay, okay. There you go, there you go. Right, and we're not spamming. We're not spamming. What we're doing is we're understanding the process of they do X, I do Y, and we have a Z outcome, right? Or I guess you could say A, B, C outcome, whatever you want to say. But you have a process. It's not just like, oh, press, put them out, go, crazy, dash. No, you're not doing all that. You're literally just looking for your opening to do your disjointed hitbox. The whip that we talked about, right? It's going to be that, or it's going to be the dash. There it is, right? There's a dash. Can we do it again? Nope. Okay, so it looks like you can jump over it. Okay, and then you keep that in mind. They can jump over your slide attack, right? Now you might be thinking, popping, that's obvious, but it's not sometimes, you know? Sometimes it's not obvious to new players. Okay, there you go. He landed right in it. There's a really big active hit window on it, so they can fall into his fish. Disjointed, as I said before, he's at 86. Remember, we tested it at 95, so if we can get him to 95, that's good. But one thing about Rick is he's a mage, so mages actually can get KO'd a lot easier than characters that are such as Shaggy, right? Shaggy is a bruiser, so it's harder to get the KO on him. But I can get a KO on something like a mage fairly easily. Maybe we can do the rocket. Right? We can do rocket to edge guard. I don't even have to go off the edge. I can just do this to edge guard, right? Look at that. Look at the range. Look at everything. And this is what you can learn. This is what you can get used to help read the opponent. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Okay, so you like to throw the little meeps and you like to shoot the laser. What are you gonna do? We're gonna rematch them because maybe they understand what I'm doing. And if they understand what I'm doing, it'll be easier for them to beat me. And then what we're gonna have to do is be like, okay, you're doing this now. You have a new game plan. Let me do something else to beat your new game plan. This is why the best of 3s and the best of 5s are a thing, especially in tournaments, because you need to understand, okay, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, let me figure it out. And then beat him. It's like a game of chess. So again, he's just doing a spam thing, and he's gonna throw a meep or something, right? Right? But is he gonna continue to spam the laser? Because if so, I can slide under the laser. Let's see. Oh, okay. Okay, he just missed. Oh, but I've messed up. Oh, he jumped over. Okay. If he's very jumpy, remember, he can fall, he can jump right into my, if he dashes or he jumps, he can go right into my fish. Okay, he's doing the thing. We can slide under that, I'm pretty sure. I have to check. I actually never tried it, but it looks possible. He just has to hide. Yeah, you can. Okay, there you go. Right? He's gonna grab the ball. He's gonna throw it. We can slide under the ball if he throws it again, right? Oh, he scored. Pro plays. Slide under. See? You got options. You got options. Okay. He missed his attack. Is he gonna jump into me again? Nope, he went for the laser. Right? You got options. Right? And sometimes there's players that are very active. This is not an active player, but sometimes there's very active players like Batman's, Harley Quinn's, you know, Jax, a lot of them that are just like button mashing and they're all over the place and they're going crazy and you're like, bro, can I move? But the thing is, you're trying to match that. You got to be patient and you'll mess them up. You'll get them. So again, we're just kind of waiting for our moment. Ooh, almost got me. Ooh, good dodge. So now he's learning. Look, he's learning too. He's learning too. We're both learning. This is why rematches are super good. Okay, there you go. There you go. Okay, I thought my rocket can break it, so it can't. We learned that a projectile doesn't hit. You can read his tooltip and they'll tell you if it breaks the projectile, but you know. Wait, why is he taunting? Wait, why is my man's taunting? What? So we can use this to edge guard, right? Because it's a very good rocket. We can even do it close. Oh, okay. So we're gonna go under, rocket, up tilt. You know, what are we using? Can we get the up tilt? Oh, with the rocket. Oh, I missed rocket. Oh, I missed again. Right, and you're just testing. So you're like, okay, Poppin', I tested it and I'm just missing my rockets or my up tilts are not working. Well, now you got to figure out what's a good thing to do next, right? What's another good move? And this is where you go back to the practice mode and figure it out. Or what you could do is you could just kind of like figure it out by moving, but I would recommend you just go to the practice mode and figure it out. So we know that we can't really do much because he has those lasers, right? He's keeping us at bay. Now, of course, we have his cards, right? Oh, that was one we talked about, right? That was one. Now we have his cards, but we're not using those right now. You know, we are just doing what we learned. We are doing what we practice. The best way to get better at anything is to understand what you practiced. You're not trying to do anything crazy new during a match. You want to practice what you learned in your practice game, right? That's what you want to do. Juice. See if we can get a few slides because we know he's going to shoot. Oh, good jump. Okay, now he's jumping over our slides. So we can bait that. You see? This is what we call conditioning. I'm probably talk about that in another video. But conditioning is basically you do something to make them do something and then you use that to your advantage. You could probably go for the KO. There it is. Oh, I messed up. There it is. Okay. And then the same exact thing. See if they're gonna jump. Go, he jumps the slide. So we gotta be more careful on that, right? We can't really just go crazy and spam it. This is why you really have to understand what your game plan is. Wow, I did not mean to start that combo. Okay, he slid right into me, right? There, he did it again, right? Is he gonna slide into me again? Are you gonna use your lasers? Cool. Okay, almost got me. He slid into me. Okay, and we know mages die faster, so we can probably look for a KO. So let's see if we can look for one. If we can force a slide or something, maybe we can get an up tilt. Oh, or not. He got me. Well, now we gotta think, okay, so every time I slide, he jumps over, right? So if he slides, he jumps over. We know that my combo has a disjointed hitbox. Then it's possible that he can fall into that hitbox. Or maybe we just look at another move entirely. Maybe we can run at him, fake it, and then do something else, right? And this is what you're thinking about. This is what you're thinking about. Because as you read the opponent, as you understand what it is they are trying to do, you can then counter it. And remember, if you have the moveset that you want to use cemented in your brain already, if you learned it, it's a lot easier to do this on the fly because you already have it second nature. You don't have to think about the moveset you're using. So let's try again, right? We know that he goes for the laser. We're gonna add in a couple of moves, right? We're gonna add the fist move, right? We're gonna add that right there. So we're gonna add the fist move. We got the fist move. We got the slide. Right. We got the combo. So now we with a different move added, we can actually punish a little bit better, right? Oh. It's so awkward playing like this, I'm not gonna lie, because I'm not used to just using a couple of moves. Okay. So now he's being more aggro, right? He's like running into me now. Oh, and if he doesn't, we can just jump at him. So let's see. You see how he's running into me now? We read that, right? That is what we read. Laser, we come in. And basically when you read a player, you have an answer for everything that they do. If he does laser, I hop in and I do that. If he runs at me, then I could probably look for a combo. Laser, hop in, right? Runs at me, do a move. Let's see. Me, hop in. Oh wow, I thought I was gonna hit that. I'm a griefer. Okay, is he gonna, yep, laser. Hop in. He's starting to understand, right? He's starting to read it too. And this is what you're doing. You're going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And the person who doesn't understand how to answer will lose. It's a game of ping pong, basically. You do this, I do this. You do this, I do this. Whoever doesn't know how to react to whatever is being done is gonna lose the match. Okay, is he gonna slide in? Oh, I whipped it. Ooh, that was some range on that that side attack. I didn't know he had a range like that. Oh, maybe because he's big. That makes sense. Because that was some range, boy. Okay, are you gonna do the laser? Let's see. Nope, he's dashing. So he's getting close. Right? Oh, we got the juggle. We could try. Okay, there we go. Are you gonna, what are you gonna do? You gonna dash? Okay. So when he dashes, we want to try to answer with a combo. If he lasers, we want to try to answer with a jump in. Laser, jump in. Oh, see, he backed up now. Now he's starting to sidestep a little bit further. Oh, okay. And this is what you do. This is why it's fun. This is why fighting games can be fun. Wait, what? Bro. Nope. I'm over here. What's up? Where you at with yours? Okay. There he goes with the meep again. There he goes with the meep again. And knock him up, and he's out, right? Again, same thing. What are we looking for? Well, we know that he needs to be above like 80, maybe. Mages are different though. Assassins are different. If you don't know, it goes in this order. Assassins are like the ones that'll be KO'd easiest. Then mages, then bruisers, then tanks. So if you didn't know, that's the order. Let's see if we can KO him lower than lower. Let's try like 60. Oh. He's baiting me now. You see, he's running back and he's, okay, so he runs back. He runs back and he does that every time I jump in, right? So let's bait it. Maybe we throw in 2 jumps. Maybe we throw in 2 jumps. Oh. Oh. Maybe we throw in a slide. Remember, we haven't used the slide in forever, right? It's been a hot one since we slid. Throw in that slide, keep him guessing. Oh, he put the meat down. Oh. Oops. Oh, good parry. I think it was an accident though, but it was good. So he understands his KO move too. If you guys haven't noticed, his KO move is that whip. That's what he's trying to play with, right? He's trying to play with the whip. So we know to avoid that whip. See? I don't even know that does that. It hits you even if you're not above? Well, that's wild. That's a misguided, that's a misaligned hitbox. The more you know. We're gonna fake it, let him drop down, fake it again, get him to dash, get him one more time. Again, when you read an opponent, what they're gonna do, I literally, that particular one was me just reading him on the spot. That one wasn't part of the video. But basically, every time I jumped, he would like dodge. So if I just fake the jump, he'll dodge, waste it, start falling, hit him again. Right? And if he's in the air again, he's gonna do what? You get 2 dodges and 2 specials in the air. He dodged again. Well, now you don't have any dodges. Launch you back up, you're done, right? And so these are the type of things you can read. It doesn't have to be massive reads. It can be small reads. But that's what I'm talking about. That is how you read a player. So let's kind of recap. First off, make sure you have a character that you're comfortable with. Second off, make sure the character has a good punish move. Whatever it is, disjointed hitboxes are best and so are quick moves. But it could be whatever you want. As long as you know when they do this, I do that. Next, you want to make sure you have a KO move. Set the bot to 95 and just kind of fiddle with it. See what exactly would be a good KO move. What would knock them out at a certain percent. The better you get at the character, the more you're going to figure out what you can do to knock out. The fourth thing is understanding how the character plays, right? If you play against a character 2 or 3 times and they seem to all do the same thing, don't get frustrated. Understand what it is that they're looking for, and then you'll be able to beat that player. A lot of players that are doing the same thing generally do not have a game plan aside from what the character does. This means you'll probably end up winning without even understanding what the player wants to do. And of course, number 5, the last but not least, is to understand what the player wants to do. When you're in game, they'll do certain things, they'll behave a certain way. Maybe you'll do something and they'll react differently. And then you're like, okay, you react that way when I do something. What if I do this? And then they don't react properly. Well, you get a free KO, right? That's the name of the game. It's a game of ping pong. I do this, you do that. How do you answer? How do you answer? How do you answer? And eventually someone won't know how to answer and you'll end up actually winning the match based off of that. Now, I know a lot of this can be complicated and I know this was kind of a long video, but I really wanted to explain and stress how to read an opponent. I have some more guides coming out in the future, so make sure you subscribe, that way you don't miss any. And I have something special, probably going to be announced maybe towards the end of this week, to help players who want to get better at the game, whether it's normals or it's ranked. So make sure you subscribe, that way you don't miss that announcement as well. Like if the video helped you so it can help other people as well. And until next time, you know what I always say, think you guys are doing what? Popping often. Well, often.
Yeah.